Hi, everyone. I'm Monique Dana with MD Consulting, where we provide executive coaching for leaders who are struggling with workplace challenges and pain points. Today, I want to give you a few tips about having a successful onboarding program. Many leaders are responsible as hiring managers to provide onboarding for new hires. And there's a challenge there because a lot of leaders don't really understand what makes up a good onboarding program. How do you develop it? How do you implement it? And then how do you evaluate it and make changes to it? So I'm going to talk to you about that today. Now, with onboarding, there are two pieces usually. There's the piece that HR does, and then there's the piece that the hiring manager does. So in your company, it's important for you to understand who does what. And in some companies, if you don't have an actual HR department, maybe it's a very small company and the hiring manager is doing everything, then that makes a difference. So it's important for you to understand what HR will do and what will you do as the hiring manager. Now, your part as the hiring manager in most cases involves really orienting the new hire to the team and to the work that the team is doing and to the culture of the team. Typically, HR will handle getting them their access, ordering their computers, going over HR policies, things like that. So as soon as you're clear on that, then what usually happens is that the hiring manager is responsible for coming up with a curriculum to present to the new candidates. Now, don't worry because the curriculum does not have to be formalized. And I'm going to talk to you about just some best practices, what others are doing that has been successful, and what I know as my past experience in the corporate world, what I know of as being successful onboarding programs. So you will actually want to start compiling a list. Now, this would be a list that you can put into some kind of a tool, an Excel spreadsheet, or even a Word document. But this is a list of everything you want this new hire to know about. Links to your internal network, to your intranet, to any online self-paced training that you want them to take, links to where other information is stored, documents for the team, anything that you can give them access to through a set of links is appropriate to put in this list. And then you want to also compile a list of names because you want them to meet stakeholders, team members, other people in the organization. You may want them to spend time with these people so that they can understand the bigger picture of what's going on in the organization and how it relates back to your team. So you have a list of links, you have a list of people, and then make a list of topics, other things that you think they should know about. Now, you don't have to do this on your own. And as a leader, you know that delegation is important. And I've done videos and blogs on delegation in the past. So you want to delegate part of the creation of this onboarding program to your team, whether it's done in a collaborative way or you're assigning various pieces to different people on your team, whatever works for you. But you want everyone to contribute their ideas to what goes into this document, what goes into this onboarding document. Once you've compiled all of the information that you can think of, you need to organize it. So be sure it's organized so that the new hire knows what they need to do first. So you're going to prioritize it for them. If you want them first to meet with your list of stakeholders, then that goes first. A lot of the links that will be in your document will be for the new hire to do more of a self-paced learning. So that way your new hire does not have to spend every waking minute with you. They can be off on their own, going through some of these links and doing some self-paced learning. They can set up their own meetings with the list of stakeholders that are in the document. So you want to make it as user-friendly as possible so that they know what they need to do, when they need to do it. So you've got your onboarding document created, and this can actually be formalized a little bit as far as it can be fancy looking if you want. You can have the team name on there. You can put the team's vision and mission on there if you want to. Anything that you want this new hire to know about the team and the culture. Once that's created, and then you want to determine how you're going to implement it. So that's when you have to coordinate with HR. When is this new hire coming on board? What are the dates? What are the dates that you want them to be using this onboarding document? At what point should they be completed with the onboarding document? Because you don't want them to draw it out over a course of 3 months. You may need to get them up and running really quickly. So it's very important that you state your expectations for the new hire. And you can either put that within the document in writing, or it's something that you would tell them on their first day. So now you have the onboarding document created, and what do you do with it after the new hire uses it? So the onboarding document should be in a place where your entire team can access it. So a place where everyone knows to go, where they can see it. It needs to be updated on a regular basis because your team will always have information that's changing. So you need to delegate the updating of the document to somebody on your team. Again, you don't want to be the one doing all of this work. So be sure that you think ahead of time about who's going to keep it updated and how often. Do you have things changing on your team every month? Is it every quarter? So it's going to depend on what's happening within your team. Once you have that determined, again, you communicate that to the person who is updating it and make sure that they get it updated on a regular basis. It should be a document that can be used for every new hire that comes onto your team. Now, the importance of a good onboarding program is to give the new hire the best possible experience that they can have on their first day, within their first few weeks. Now, without an onboarding program, a new hire is going to have a really bad experience and they may not stay. Many people leave their position within the first month because of an unorganized onboarding process. So it'll be worth your while and to your benefit to organize this process up front, get your team involved, get your team excited, and maybe even assign a mentor to the new hire so that they have someone on your team that they can go to on a daily basis with questions so that they're not coming to you all the time, yet they have someone that they can go to. That will help to make the onboarding experience just a really exciting time for a new hire, and it'll prevent you from having to rehire if somebody leaves quickly. So the best experience you can provide will benefit not only the new hire, but you and your team. I hope these tips were helpful to you, and I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye. Have a great day.